Hi YouTubers, it's Tuesday. I'm actually filming on Saturday, but this will be shown on Tuesday. Let me fix my glasses. There you go. I'm going to continue my talk on how to eat well for weight control. And I was talking about water before, and water is getting very expensive if you buy water. So I bought this Spindrift. I got a case of it. I got a case of it, and this one's the sparkling. It's sparkling water with real fruit juice in it. This one's the lemon one. It's like lemonade with bubbling water, like a spritzer like. So anyway, it has 3 calories in it, and the carbs are 1 gram of carbs, and there's no sugar in it. And all that's in it, I have to take my glasses off because it's really fine writing here. All that's in here is sparkling water. It's unsweetened and with lemon. So this is the lemon one. If you like lemon, you're gonna like this one. To me, it's a little tart, and then this one is the grapefruit one. This one has 17 carbs, and it has 4 grams of carbs because they added a little sugar to it. It's not added sugar, it's the sugar that's, I guess, from the grapefruit, because the actual content is carbonated water, grapefruit, orange juice, lemon juice, and that's it. So you basically probably because this one has none for the lemon. This one's just carbonated water and lemon juice. So that's that. And then this one is the orange marmalade. This one's very good. This one, it's got a little taste. You can taste the marmalade a little bit, but the orange comes through. This is 10 calories. The carbs are 3, and there's 1 gram of sugar, probably from the orange juice, because it's carbonated water, orange juice, and mango preserve. So that one's pretty good. This one is a raspberry lime. This one is good when it's cold. This one has to be cold, and it has to be really cold because it's a raspberry. This is carbonated water, raspberry preserve, raspberry juice, and lime juice. This one has 2 grams of carbs with 1 gram of sugar, which comes from probably the lime juice. So anyway, these are very good. These are alternatives to water. These are a lot cheaper. I think for 24 of them, I got them for like, I think it was like, 24 of them was like $19.99. So that's fairly cheap. So I'm not doing a commercial, but they're good, and you got to keep them cold though. That's the main thing. So let's get on to how to eat well for weight control. Now you got to calculate your health risks. What I mean by that is you have to do it. You have to measure your waist, and then you got to calculate your BMIs. Okay, so now your weight is interesting because the National Heart and Lung and Blood Institute suggests you take in consideration your weight measurement as a high risk of heart disease, type 2 diabetes. Wrap the measuring tape snugly around your waist, around the widest part of your middle. If you are a man, the waist should measure over 40, and a woman over 35, you are at risk to having these diseases. So you got to be careful of that. So I guess that's why they consider me obese, because I think I'm 36 or 37. And then calculate your BMIs. That's body mass indicator. They used to do that a couple years back, but they have stopped. I think they have stopped that, but maybe I'm wrong. So it's you got to figure out your height to your weight. So a healthy BMI is somewhere between 8 18.5 to 24.9. And if your BMI is lower than 8.5, you are considered underweight. Wow, that would be nice. But anyway, if your BMI is 25 to 29, you are slightly overweight, which carries some health risks. But if your BMI is 30 or over, talk to your doctor on weight loss programs. You are considered obese. Obesity increases your risk for many chronic illnesses like diabetes, cancer, strokes, heart disease, all that good stuff. You know, they tell you, you know, I think I'm crooked a little bit. Sorry about that. It looked like I was crooked. To gain as you go gray. It is believed that it's believed that seniors who live by slightly different sets of BMI get guidelines. They are restricted in calories. So if you're mildly overweight at 65, it can affect your health. So let's see. Now, they have a chart here. I don't know if you can see it. So what you do is you go your weight and then your height. So I shrunk. I'm 5'6" now. And so that's how they considered that I was obese. Okay, so now they're telling you what to stay away from in the different nationality foods. Italians should stay away from Alfredo, Costa Rica, anything that is stuffed or fried. Choose entrees as like a marinara, grilled or thin crust. Chinese, crunchy, crispy, sweet and sour, fried dishes are all loaded with calories. So look for steamed vegetables that contain those words Jum, Jum, and Kow, and Shu. Mexican food. Eat nachos and shells and taco salads. Fill up on entrees with shredded meat, soft corn, tortillas, salsa, rice, and black beans. French. They lovely as they are. Limit entrees to these words that start with Pat, crema, Alganta, fromage, Hollandaise, croissant, mousse, stuff like that. Instead, enjoy flavory fruit sauces. Choose from poached roast dishes. India or the islands. Limit the amount of fruit and also coconut dishes. Indulge in steamed, stir-fried, or teriyaki. Now, the biggest thing, I guess, the reason I forgot what they call us, our age group people are overweight. It's because we somewhat grew up with fast foods. So I have to tell you, I got a shot the other day, vitamin B12, and it helped the muscle in my leg, or the joint, whatever it was. So my legs don't hurt me no more, but my back is really tormenting me the last couple of days. So sorry about that if I look like I'm in a lot of pain, which, you know. Let's face it, most drive-ins and fast food things are all hepped up. They supersize everything, they deep fry everything, And how can you avoid it? Like, say you got your grandkids with you, or you got somebody you want to get going and you want to go get some fast food. Never, ever, 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 ever supersize your meal. That's one thing I don't do. I don't supersize my meals. And then order small or regular size hamburger instead of the quarter pounder with cheese. You'll cut off 250 calories. Their little hamburgers aren't bad most of the places. The only one Burger King's, I don't know what they're doing lately, but their little hamburgers aren't the best. Skip the large fries, you'll save 540 calories. That's the equivalent to a whole entire meal. Think grilled, choose grilled chicken or fish, fried, canned, coated, you'll save 100 calories there. Cut into a thin crust veggie pizza. There's a lot of nutrients in it, and you'll save 190 per slice, up to 470 for stuffed pizza and thin pizza. Order a taco salad. Doesn't mean they eat the deep fried taco shells. You'll shed 370 calories for that one. Ask for a separate takeout bag box as soon as you place your order. I've learned to do this. Like if you go to a restaurant or a diner or even to fast food, you ask for your takeout bag, your take-home bag, whatever. And I learned this because when I was in diabetes, the support group, someone brought this up, and I've done it for years, where you ask for the take-home bag first, and you take half of what because let's face it, they give you just as much as if you had a 12-inch plate. So take half of it home, and then you have it for lunch the next day, or whatever you want to use it. So, and then split your meal in half and put the other half in the box or whatever they give you and take it home. What I've learned to do now too is also order the senior menu, because it's usually $55. So, and then if you get the senior menu, there's smaller portions too. And you don't really need all that stuff. And most of the stuff is carbohydrates. So I just was looking, our lamp is cockeyed. Okay, so that can cut out some calories. Choose your condiments wisely. Mustard just has 5 calories in a teaspoon, of 1 teaspoon, while mayonnaise has 19. And remember, a teaspoon is not much, but it's a lot in those little packets. And I found something else out. Like if you go to the drive-up and they give you a whole bunch of, like Taco Bell is noted for this. You'll ask for a few of them. And their few is maybe like, you only want 2, 1 for each taco. And they'll give you maybe like 8 or 9. Well, I saw somewhere, and I can't remember where it was. I don't know if it was on TV or, anyway, it might have been on a YouTube channel. And I'm using it, so I think it was a YouTube channel. They said to take those condiments home with you, because they have to throw them out, especially with the pandemic. Take them home with you, and then put them in a little Ziploc bag, freeze them, and then when you go for your lunch in the morning, put those little condiments in your lunch pail, and they'll be frozen by the time lunchtime comes, and it's a nice little, thing of ice for I thought that was pretty interesting. So I pass it on to you people. It's really a good way of doing that. Okay, green salads are a great way to go. It fills your vegetable bank. But trade the croissants, the Parmesan cheese for seeds, nuts, and vegetable toppings. Well, who's noted really for that one is probably most of the stores are, but food restaurants are. But the one I'm thinking of is Olive Garden. If you buy their Olive Garden, go in the store and look for Olive Garden salad dressing, and look at the carbohydrates on that, and how much of that carbohydrates is sugar, and that's pure cane sugar. I think it's like, it might be 6 or 5 teaspoons of pure sugar that you're putting on your, and let's face it, nobody just puts a tablespoon of salad dressing on you. I have found in Aldi's, they have a really good no sugar or low sugar salad dressing. It's very tasty. They have a vinaigrette. They have Italian. I haven't tried the French one. I kind of think, and I don't use mustard now. I use from Thrive Market. They have a mustard that is sugar-free. They also have a ketchup that's sugar-free. The ketchup, I'm going to be honest with you, the ketchup is hard to get used to with no sugar because it has a blah taste of like when you're cooking just tomato sauce or tomato paste. But once you get used to it, it's pretty tasty. So, that you lose a lot of calories that way too. Here it is with the salad dressing. Ask, don't get a creamy salad dressing. Go for a vinaigrette or have them put it on the side and only use half. They do douse it with a lot of. The only problem with Olive Garden, they put it in the salad and then they toss it. So you gotta. I don't know how you're gonna do that, but lots of times they'll put it on the side for you. You can take it home with you, whatever. So that's a good idea. Which I said, but so far Aldi's has Aldi's. I don't know how I say Aldi's because I'm from the north. But they do have a good tasting, sugar-free salad dressing. It's really tasty. It's a vinaigrette and the Italian is very good. Select the vegetable side instead of a pasta salad at a buffet. We really don't have to talk about buffets right now because I don't think there's too many buffets out there anymore. I think the Chinese buffets are all closed. I know here in the villages they all closed up. I think there's only one or two up in Ocala. And I think the only buffet right now in the villages is what is that one called? I want to call it the Hofstroff, but it's not. It's I can't think of it. That's terrible. But they're the only ones in the villages right now, and I think they've closed quite a few of their buffets. I haven't gone in there since the pandemic, so I don't know how they do it. But that's one way you can do it. Stop after just one meat serving or calorie ladder of side dish at an all-you-can-eat buffet. Try a bowl of soup. Some of their soups you gotta be careful of because it's loaded with fats. But it's a good idea. Order water with lemon instead of regular carbohydrates. Soda. You would not believe that it would be 120 to 150 calories that you save with every glass of water. Water is very good, and they've come out with so many flavors. Just be careful of the flavored waters. I got one at Winn-Dixie one time, and it had like 15 grams of carbs, and I think it was like maybe 6 or 7 grams of sugar. And I was shocked at how much sugar was in that. And it was like a blueberry lemon one or something. So just be careful of the carbonated. Like, I would definitely go with these. These are the best. And if you watch Bobby from Favored City, he recommends him. Consider the unusual cause of weight gain. Eating too much food is not only the reason behind your weight gain. There might be other related reasons. Here's 3 reasons you might gain weight. A thyroid problem. Your thyroid controls how fast your energy is used. If this production is too little, the thyroid hormone will make you gain weight. Ask your doctor for a simple blood test to see if your thyroid is working. The symptoms sometimes are you feel cold all the time and you're tired. That's me all the time. But anyway, here Diddy. It's what this is your hormones work too little, and it speeds up you can't speed up your metabolism. So that produces fat. So, which means you store away fat like a squirrel before winter. So that's why all our squirrels are skinny down here. We don't have a winter. And another one is medication. That is the biggest thing. The biggest time I gained my weight is because I was taking steroids, and I went from a size 10 to a size 16 without even blinking an eye, and I had to be on steroids for my asthma. So be careful. Medication. Gaining weight can be a side effect from some antidepressants and steroids and estrogen, as well as drugs for blood pressure, diabetes, and among any condition. Don't stop taking your medicine. Just share your concern of your weight gain with your doctor, and he might recommend a different drug. He or she might. That's the biggest thing. Like the metformin. I know there's a lot of people that take it, and there's a lot of doctors that swear by metformin. I got off of it now for 6 months, and I'm happy that I'm off of it because it had a very affective feeling on my stomach. And if you've been on metformin, you know what I'm talking about. And it also affects your legs, so please be careful of metformin. My cousin stared me for getting off of metformin. And I gained a little weight after I got off of it because, you know, it always takes care of your leaky gut. And, you know, that's a biggie. Getting milk to slim down. You drink milk to lose weight. Research has found that the calcium in milk will help you lose body fat. You know, when we get older, we don't like to drink milk, but, you know, have a glass once in a while. Not a big glass, just a glass once in a while. You know, it helps reduce the body fat, and, you know, it helps you in a way because it's kind of tasty. It reminds me of when I was a kid. You know, you have milk. Have a warm glass of milk before you go to bed. It'll help you sleep better. Bump up your numbers. More than half the adults in the U.S. do not get enough calcium. We should get anywhere from 1,000 to 1,200 milligrams of calcium a day for seniors. But just add 1 or 2 servings of dairy will boost your calcium up to 300 to 600 milligrams in your diet every day. Calcium comes from cream cheese, sour cream, coffee creamers. Now be careful of coffee creamers because they're loaded with sugar. So just be careful of them. That's why they taste so good. Whipped cream, other whipped toppings contains a little or no calcium. Watch your fats. Remember that the calcium is no magical diet pill. It just helps you lose weight and already reduced diet. Add calcium dairies to your meals to cut out calcium or to cut out calories. Here's what they're talking about: 3 mg's in a cup of skim milk. Now I don't like skim milk, and I have to say, skim milk, if you like it, fine. To me, I used to drink milk a lot, and to me, skim milk is just watered down milk, and that's basically what it is. So, got to get a cup of that. There's no fat in it. Here's a medium fat choice: 1 cup of whole milk, which I drink, that has 8 grams of fat. It still has 300 calcium. High in fat, 1 cup of eggnog. I don't like eggnog. So my grandfather used to make eggnog, and he used to make buttermilk. So I don't like either one. Fat intake on that is 19. 200 grams of calcium is in low-fat cheese, and then that's 6 grams of fat. 1 ounce of American cheese is 9 grams of fat, and then 1/8 of 8 inches. That I don't even want to. That's way too many grams of fat. 1 mg's of calcium is a 4-inch pancake. There's 4 grams of fat in that. a 7-inch waffle, there's 11 grams of fat in it. A cup of granola, there's 20 grams of fat in it. So, you know, make yourself a waffle or make yourself a pancake. That's, you know, it's not bad. If you get the 4-inch pancake and you eat, I can only eat 3 of them. I basically only can eat 2.5 really. So that would be 100 grams of calcium, and it would be 8 grams of fat. So, you know, basically it's okay. Dig into dairy. Here's some easy ways to include dairy into your low-fat diet. Add low-fat milk into your coffee or tea instead of the cream or the other ones you use. They're high in sugar. Cook warm cereal with low-fat milk instead of water. Substitute smoothie blends with fruit ice and low-fat milk. It'll taste like a milkshake. Treat yourself to a half a cup of low-fat frozen yogurt. That is delicious. One time when Mom was sick and she couldn't have, she had to eat yogurt. And so I used to eat yogurt a lot and I got tired of it. So we did the frozen yogurt. It was delicious. Add 2, now there you got to worry about sugar again, so watch sugar intake. Add 2 servings of low-fat yogurt to your daily menu. Mix it with fruit or whatever. You have a delicious fruit dessert. Sprinkle low-fat dry powdered milk on anything. You will not notice the taste or the calories. 2 tablespoons added gives you 100 extra milligrams of calcium. Other sources of calcium is canned salmon. Canned salmon, and my father used to eat these with the little heads and they're always beating at you. Sardines. When I was a kid, I used to eat them all the time and ask me if I wanted to share it with them. I know people do like them, but dark vegetables like collard greens, turnip greens, kale, broccoli, Chinese cabbage, spinach, but your body cannot absorb it. Spinach, I guess spinach with calcium can't. Okay. There's some packaged foods, orange juice, rich cereals, soy-based foods, canned tomatoes, stone ground flour. So they all have stuff with a little bit of calcium in it. Popular. Okay. Let's see. I'm going too far into this. So now, next time we'll go into what our pantry has. I'm not going to go into the diets because everybody has their own diets and how they want to do it. Rank your carbs for getting thinner, and then I thought I saw something here for your pantry. No, I guess not. Okay, rank your carbs for being thinner, and then it gives you a whole list of your breads and pastas and all, and then that'll be it. And we'll see what we got in our pantries. I really don't have much in my pantries. A little side note, I found out, I was researching this, and I found out that ginger is very good for arthritis. So if anybody out there has arthritis or have difficulty moving, if you like to eat ginger, they have a recipe where you scrape the ginger up with a grater, and then you boil it in warm water, and you make a ginger tea out of it. You have to strain the ginger, and then you put a little honey in it if you want, and they say it's very good. So that's for pain. They also have ginger oil that you can rub on your body. They say it's excellent. I was reading up on that, and ginger seems to be the #1 way to go. So we'll see that. Next time I might do either that in the book, finish that up, or I make my homemade little capsules, because I can't stand the taste of it, so I make it in capsule form, and I take it. And they say and it's helped my arthritis a little bit. So I will give you that secret maybe Thursday. So without further ado, I'd like to say thank you for watching, and I'd like to thank my subscribers, and I'll see you next time on Better Living with Patti, and it should be Thursday. So without further ado, I'd like to say good night or good morning, good afternoon, whenever you're watching this, but have a good day. Thank you. Bye.